Hello there, it's Haley with the Armageddon Report. So much to report on this lovely Saturday. We've got US severe weather to talk about. But first, tropical cyclones. Here is Prapiroon out in the northwest Pacific, and then the invest area behind that has a low chance of tropical cyclone formation in the next 24 hours. Let's turn on the satellite because we've got a satellite. That is what Prapiroon looks like at the moment. Here are the marine warnings in effect, so typhoon warnings in effect for these areas per the JMA. And then near gale up there, so that's what's going on in that basin. Let's turn that off. Then we go on over to the South Indian Basin, where it's not a hurricane, it is a tropical cyclone. Anais, I think is how it's pronounced right. It's a Cyclone Anais. And it's something of the sort. Well, it's definitely headed for Madagascar. I, however, do not have land hazard information with that one, or marine warnings, or any sort of warnings. But here's the path. That's where it definitely looks to be booking for Madagascar with that one. Over to the Atlantic, we've got Tropical Storm Rafael. Rafael does have land hazards in effect. And then the last, advisory issued on Patty. So final advisory on that one. And let's quickly talk about this one. For some reason, it's 100% and it's not an actual thing yet. I believe Olivia is what it is next. So let's now talk about Rafael, Tropical Storm Rafael. Let's switch on over to the Espanol page, just for the heck of it, to make sure it works. Right, so the peligros afectando tierra are viento, lluvia, resaca, or however that would be pronounced. So wind, rain, and surf conditions. Yes, or we go back to this where I can read English. But yeah, and there are warnings and watches in effect at the moment. We go down here. So we've got tropical storm warnings for these areas and tropical storm watch. So that means it will probably be a tropical storm warning in the near future. The conditions are likely to be happening soonish, but not quite yet, or whatever. I don't know. So tropical storm warnings as of now. Let's go back and look at the path. Is this thing predicted to become? Yes. It is predicted to become a hurricane, at least as of now. However, it will hopefully be far out away from land at the time that would occur. So yes, that is what is going on right now in the land of tropical cyclones. Now we take a look at the US severe weather, where there is a tornado watch in effect. So here is the general slight risk area for today. 30% chance of winds, 30% chance of hail, 5% chance of a tornado. Here is the tornado watch that just was recently issued. That's in effect until 9 p.m. this evening. So things are supposed to start kicking off, like, what does it say, in the next few hours. Is likely in the next couple of hours from northwest Texas into western Oklahoma. Yes, because there's a cold front or something out there. So that is what, whoa, see, that's why I always try to disable that when I'm scrolling. Anyway, yes, now I'm way too far out. So that is the tornado watch that's in effect as of the moment. However, no warnings to stuff. It looks like we might be seeing some, what would they call that, initiation? Storm initiation? But let's take a look at the specific probability. So this is the wind map, so that would be the probability of 58 mile per hour and greater winds today. So 30%, nearly 1 in 3 chance for that. And we'll talk about what the numbers mean shortly. And then the hail chance, not quite as large today. Hail, severe hail, would be 1 inch or larger. Any tornado of any size is a severe weather event, so 5% chance of that. So with any of these numbers, what you could do is, like, in this affected area in Oklahoma, you could pick a point and then draw a circle that's a 25-mile radius circle around it. And that would mean that, for instance, with the tornado thing, that there's a 5% chance that a tornado will occur somewhere in that 25-mile radius circle. So, right, maybe not you, but a neighbor. So, like with the wind and hail for some of these areas, there's nearly a 1 in 3 chance that you or a 25-mile radius neighbor will see severe wind or severe hail. Right, that's today. Tomorrow, not as great of a threat percentage-wise. However, it is a slight risk again out there. It books eastward somewhat. And day 3, it drops off. So here's the probability map for tomorrow. And then day 3, I even closed it because, then it's, at least as of now, 5%. So no way, no, big reason to even talk about it just yet. But yes, so today, there we go. So that's what's kicked off already, and then here is the general threat area for today. Now, if you remember when it was day 5, which was, what was that, Tuesday or something, when they first put up, they were actually having it much more north. I think it was covering this area. So that, just to give you a little bit of historical stuff when they see stuff. So it's still sort of the same general area, but that's why you pay attention every day. Because the closer you get to the actual day of things, the more certain the outlooks become. Right. That is the wrong page. There we go. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. You could also go to Storm Prediction Center if you want to. And WikiWix is WICKEDWX.com. Cyclone, let's go back to the main page for some reason, is CYCLOCANE.com. It kind of looks cotton candy. The colour scheme today is a little bit cotton candy-ish, isn't it? Anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. Hopefully you're not affected by anything too bad or, Hopefully you're affected by many, many good things. Yes, that's it for today. Enjoy your weekend.